I've seen little Indias. I've seen little Haiti. I've seen little Cuba, little Italy. I've even seen a little Ethiopia. So where, oh, where is our little black America? Okay, and I'll tell you what, I'm going to need your guys' input here in the comment section. Okay, now's the time to speak. You know, as black Americans, we have a lot of buying power, and we should be at the negotiation table. Okay, so what kinds of businesses do you think we should have in a little black America? And one thing to keep in mind, you treat African Americans right, you win. You just see the statistics. Okay, we have such a large buying power. Black Americans' buying power was projected to be around $1.98 trillion. Trillion in 2025. Okay, and that represents a significant growing economic influence in the United States customer market. So this is just the US customer market. This buying power has grown substantially more, and it doubled since 2000. And it's a critical factor for businesses to consider when developing the market strategies, especially with the rising influence of black consumers on digital platforms and within specific industries like beauty. So we've all seen it, okay, in America, we've all seen it. You see Asian people, they come straight to the black areas. You see Indians, they go straight to the black areas, Arabs, straight to the black areas, and they open up these hair stores, liquor stores, things like that. So they know that we spend money, but why can't we have our own spot? Why can't we take over a block somewhere and build from there? Okay, why don't we do this in Africa? You know, we identify with Africa. We don't really have a specific country. It can be anywhere as long as it's Africa, right? It could be Ghana. It could be Kenya. It could be Nigeria. To us, it don't really matter. It'll be special that if it's in Africa, but it don't really matter what part of Africa. That part don't really matter. Okay, look at this. You got all these celebrities. They built their mansions. They could build one there. You have Tyler Perry. He can have a studio there. You could have Dr. Umar, right? Or Oprah or someone like that. They can have their school. They can open up a school there. So we should be at the negotiating table. So let me ask you some questions here. What do you think we need? Okay? What are some reasons why we don't go to Africa? We could make any place hot. Think about it. Vegas. That's one of the most popular places in the world. Vegas wasn't nothing but desert. And they built some casinos and they had a plan, and now it's super popular. Think about it. If it wasn't for the entertainment, who goes to Vegas? For what? What would you go there for? That place is just desert. It don't really look pretty and all that stuff. They don't have no beach. They barely have any water. Don't have no water there. It's just desert. You know? So think about it. We can really make any place hot. But we need to determine what it is that we need. So why not Africa, right? Is it the airfare? Maybe we can negotiate and get cheap airfare. I'll tell you what, look at Vegas. One thing, if you pay close attention, there's always sales going to Las Vegas. Always sales. I remember when I lived in Florida, you can get to Vegas for like $200. Then you got to Vegas and you had cheap hotels on the strip. Everything was boom, 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 boom. Easy access, easy airfare, easy, combination right on the strip. Get you your spot. Get you everything, which is boom, 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 and you in. You can go in and out of Vegas with no car. Everything is just it's designed a certain way. But what's the problem? Is it the airfare? Is it having a visa and having an easy visa, visa free? You can easy to extend your visa. Let's talk industries. What industries do we need to have there? We need to find people that have experience, right? Let's say you got people in America, say Black American people, um, and they have experience with restaurants. They can run it well. Hotels, run it well. Grocery store, you know it, you run it well. Okay? Hair supply stores, you know it, or you've been a manager at one. You know it, you could run it well. Schools, I'll tell you one thing. You got some good Black educators. I'm abroad, I've left America, and I'll tell you what, I'm highly impressed with the Black teachers that I see that teach abroad. They're really good. They're educated. They got the education. Some of them got, a lot of them with master's, doctorate degrees. And I'll tell you what, when you look at the international market, you have a lot of people that aren't, this is what they do. They point at the skin, aren't us, right? And they're even in Africa. You got a lot of white folks in Africa dictating to us if we can and can't get a job. Mostly they hire other white folk. So why can't we have a school where our priority is getting Black American teachers there and educating? We would love that. I know a lot of us that go teach abroad. We would love to be in Africa. But imagine if it was like a little Africa America, a little Black America. What else? What else do we have there? We can have hair supply stores, schools, restaurants, hotels, maybe a shoe store. Maybe we can get a product coming out of there. Could be a gym, tour company, travel agency, club. Okay, we want to party. We have our own little club over there. Museum. Why don't we have like a Black American museum that's in Africa? We could even infuse it with some Africa and some Black America. Okay, convenience store, grocery store, laundromat. Why don't we have a partnership with an HBCU? Okay, most HBCUs. I went to one, and I had to go all the way to North Carolina State just to get a partnership to go do study abroad in Ghana. Why don't we have an HBCU that have like a satellite campus somewhere in Africa? Only makes sense. Only makes sense. Because we ain't there. There's so much stuff that we can do. It's right there. See, one thing that I think African countries need to realize is that we're already looking to identify with the place. We got money, or we got access to money, or we have buying power, but we don't have a place to associate with. And I know we've tried it. I've seen like in Ghana when they had the what is it, what they call it? Land of the return or whatever, year of the return. They had that, but why don't we do? The thing is, we don't need to have something really big to start. There's a lot of service-based businesses that don't cost a whole lot to start. We can start with a convenience store. We can start with a small, it can be a hotel, like a small hotel or a motel or something like that. Or some Airbnbs in a certain area. Convenience store, a little grocery store, something like that. Have it in a certain area, and build it up. Once they see it's really happening, and then it can grow little by little. But that's the question. I need to hear in the comments section, for one, for those that haven't traveled to Africa, what's holding you back? Is it the price of the ticket? Is it how long the flight? I can't help you with how long the flight is, but is that the problem? Is it that you want a place to identify with? Wanting a place to identify with. What is it that, now, because we need a spot. As an African American person, we need something to identify with. We need a spot that we can identify with. It would be so great if it's Africa. But where? Is there a certain African country that sticks out that you prefer over another? Is it a weather thing? What is it? Let me know. Yeah, let me know. This is the time to speak in the comment section. What type of businesses should go there? Because I tell you what, if we can start getting a block, maybe we can start having something produced from there. I would buy it. If it's toilet paper, I would buy it. If it's toothbrushes, I'd buy it. If it's toothpaste, I'd buy it. Just like you see Master P out there, he got cereal and stuff like that. I mean, you know, it ain't the most healthiest thing, but I'd buy it. I need a little breakfast, I'd buy it. So what can we do? If we wanted a little black America, what will we have there? What type of restaurants will we have there? Would it be soul food? Would it be something, you know, a little bit more healthy? Will we have some gyms there? But what, you know, it doesn't have to be the most complex business. It could be something that we can execute very well, you know, and see what we can build from there. A lot of people try to do stuff like you've seen Akon, and he tried to do this whole this whole city thing or whatever, and it don't have to be that big. We can start small. We can start small. You saw what we did when we had Black Wall Street. Black Wall Street. That was something. But why not now? Why not now? I mean, we have so many basic brands that we can associate ourselves with. When you travel, what are some basic things that you need when you travel to a location? Got to have a place to stay. Maybe it's a tour bus or a tour agency. What else do you need when you travel? Some type of restaurant. You need that. Maybe you want to wash your clothes, get a little laundry. Okay? Maybe a lounge or a club or something to hang out. We need this stuff anyway when we travel. But hey, why not? I that would stand out to me, because I tell you what, when I went through the process of going to Africa for the first time, I didn't know. I just wanted to go to Africa. It didn't matter to me where it was as long as it was Africa. I think I chose Ghana because there was a study abroad program. So I said, okay, it was something that I got a scholarship, and they had a program that exists, and I was like, cool, I'll choose Ghana. So that's how I got there. But it didn't matter if it were anywhere. It was Congo. If it were Kenya, Congo, Ethiopia, Nigeria, anywhere, I would, just because it's Africa, I would have given it a try. So you got a lot of Black American people. This is how they feel. They want to associate themselves with somewhere in Africa, but we're looking for a lot of things, and we're gonna speak our mind in the comment section. I know we are, but one, we're looking for some people that's going to respect our money. We want our money to work for us too, not just giving it away to the chicken shack. You know what I'm saying? Giving it away to the Colonel. We giving it away to Popeyes. You know what I mean? We giving it away to every other company. Why don't we have something that is building a spot for us, that we can have our own best interest? That's what we need to be doing. So let me know in the comment section. This is our time to speak up. What is it that you want? And if you're African person watching this, where do you think we should go? What country do you think would be willing to do this? Because I'll tell you what, if we could get a place and these people go on tour, they go to Africa. I knew Jay-Z be going to Africa, 50 Cent be going to Africa, Lil Wayne be going to Africa, So if they taking a tour to go to Africa, why not stop by little America, little Black America? Why not that? Why not have a big concert there? Why not there? You know. But yeah, guys, I'm Expat D, man. Let me know in the comment section. Let's get this thing going, man. Let's talk this thing out. Let's see if we can make this a reality. But let's at least start with getting this conversation going. All right, anyway, I'm going to stop it here. I'm Expat D. Gonna end it here. Peace and I'm out.